Hi everyone! So for this assignment, you are going to go out and find a place to photograph. We're doing this for two reasons. One is for you to apply what you learned with those 3 big tips on how to make photos better. And two, it's because we're going to be using these photos for a project later on. So pick a place. It could be somewhere special to you, somewhere you like to go, something that's related to something that you like, and take photos of it. So for me, I decided to take photos of the Crest Theater. So first of all, you're going to want to take some photos of the overall place. Now this shot isn't all that great. So I'm going to be moving around and trying to find a really nice shot of this specific theater. And I think I'm actually going to cross the street. So I crossed the street to look for a better shot, and this is where I think I'm going to take it. Now we have this pole here. So if you remember, you want to look for some different angles. Now that one looks pretty sweet. Let's go ahead and snap a shot there. I can also turn and back up a bit, and let's see what I can get here. Okay, that's all right. And what if I move this way? You see there's that building behind it, so may be able to find something interesting there. That's all right. The car kind of kills it, but that's just there. So now I'm going to keep moving around and looking for some different angles. So if you remember from my photo tips, I talked about, like context, moving, looking for different angles, and lighting. Now, lighting is a little tough right now because we can't really control the light. It's a really big object, so we're kind of just stuck with whatever the light is right now. Now, if I was going to do a really nice photo of this place, I would probably try to come back early in the morning or in the evening where that nice low light is. But it's okay because we're going to be using these photos to combine them to make something else. So I'm just going to keep taking some photos. Okay, so I got a couple of photos of the outside, the overall building. So now I'm going to switch to looking for some interesting details and textures. So you're probably noticing that when I'm taking photos, I might take a photo of the same thing, but I am looking for some different angles. I'm turning my photo horizontally, my camera horizontally sometimes. And that's because so we have some more options when we're designing later. If one photo doesn't quite work out, maybe we have something else that works. So yeah, I'm gonna keep taking photos. Oh, and the other thing are textures. Now sometimes we want to add a texture on top of another design or photo to make it a little more interesting. And so maybe it doesn't look like a really interesting photo off the bat, but by using it to combine with other things, you can add another dimension to your designs. So yeah, I'm gonna keep taking photos. All right, so sweet. We have a bunch of photos for our project. Now I'm going to talk about what we're going to turn in next. Okay, so now that I'm back home, I'm going to take a look at my photos and decide which ones to turn in. Now, I'm going to look for the best overall photos, but I'm not really going to delete any of these because they may come in handy for the assignment later on. But I am going to decide which ones I took that I think are the best. Now, I spent about 10 minutes down here, and it might will probably take you a little longer to get the shots. I've been taking photos for quite a while, so using those rules of finding a different angle, looking at the lighting and the background, those are things that have kind of become second nature to me. So it might take you a little longer, and don't feel bad about that. In fact, taking your time can really be helpful when taking photos. So with these first photos, I'm really not liking the building back there. And I'm kind of kicking myself. I wish I would have gotten a shot with the Pacific Bank building, Pacific Southwest building in the background. But I can go back and get some if it really becomes necessary. This one works out pretty good. Again, I don't really like that car. That one's okay, so let's give that one a heart. I really like this one. It doesn't show you the overall theater, but you know, it definitely gives you an idea of where I'm at. So I'm gonna heart this one also. Oh, that one works pretty good too. It's a little cleaner than that one. There's no background distractions. So maybe I'll heart this one. And those are pretty similar. I think that one's fine. This is an interesting element. I don't think I'm going to turn it in though. I did shoot it a little bit crooked, but I am going to keep it, like I said, because I might need to use it for something else. And I really like this really simple, clean design happening here. So I think I'm going to heart this one. That's okay. This one's kind of cool. Oh, I really like the little like flower type of petals going on. That's a really strong design element. I love, you know, for me, one of the reasons I chose the Crest building was because it's old and dirty and grungy, and I really like that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to choose this one. I could see that becoming a really cool thing to play around with in Photoshop. Oh, and texture. I really like this texture, even though it's like wood and then painted and everything, all those different layers really create this cool look. So I think I'm gonna keep that. These are all really nice. That's a really cool element. Texture, love the crack and the speckledness. So I'm gonna keep one of these. That's fun. Whoops, I got my foot in there. That might be fun. I really like the swoopy lines on this one. Okay, so where we're at, where are we? For this project, you only need to turn in 5 photos. So far I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So let's narrow it down. So I've got these 3 that are all of the outside. I think I'm going to stick with this one. So let me take the heart off of this and this. Okay. I've got 2 texture shots here, and I've got 2 close-ups here. Oh, let's see. I'm going to take this one off for now. Oh, I don't know. It's so hard. I like that one a lot. Okay, there's 1 texture shot. There's 2 texture shots, so definitely got to keep these. So really, it's between this one and this one and this one. These 2 of the floor are the same thing, so I think I actually like the swoopy one a little bit better. So I'm gonna take off this one. Okay, so that means that I'm gonna be turning in this photo, this shot here, this texture. Oh, wait a minute. I ended up with too many again, huh? Oh, let's see. This is hard. Okay, let's take this off. And oh, I really like this one though. And I mean, that kind of counts as texture. Oh, my foot was in there too. It's okay. All right, there's similar textures. All right, so I got my 5. I've got this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like I said, I'm not going to delete these other ones because I might decide to use these for my project as well. But I've got my 5 to turn in for this week's project, so we are all good.